Good morning and welcome to Morning Coach. Today, I am so glad you're with us, whether you're here on the CoachCast, listen via the website, or from your mobile device. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Glossinger, and we do this every day to give you some great energy and some great ideas to keep you moving forward, living the life you're looking to live, and just having some fun. Because that's what it's about here at Morning Coach. It's about having fun. It's about putting great energy out there, and it's about making it happen. And as always, we're ready to take on the week. This is the free Morning Coach iTunes edition. I'm also putting this up on YouTube so you can see a little bit of what we do, and also you can see me broadcasting from here in the home studio as we create episode number 1,395. That's right. This week we are counting down to episode 1,400, and I can't be. Let me just say, I'm just so proud of that. You know, we've been doing this for a lot of years, and we put out this great energy, and it's just changed thousands of lives around the world, and that's just really cool. And one of the big things about Morning Coach is understanding that it's about structure. It's about organization. And for many people, they don't have that structure organization. And finding a system that gives you that is tough out there too. And finding a consistent system. And we've done this Monday through Friday. We don't do Saturday and Sunday, but Monday through Friday for 1,395 days counting today. That's a pretty huge accomplishment. And so what we do on Mondays, we get organized. I want to spend a little time with that. Mondays is a great day to get organized. It's great to get your focus on what you're going to go after and what you're going to take on. And that's what we do here on Monday. So let's talk about this week here on Morning Coach, because we take a weekly topic, and this week's topic is structure. And we break it down every week in a certain category. So Monday is our structure day, or our organizational day, or our, the day we, really get on the week. And so this Monday, we're talking about organization and structure and what that means, and also first quarter review. Because as you know, we're in April now, and this is our first quarter review. We just ended first quarter. And for those of you who don't know kind of what quarters are, the financial world is broken down in 4 quarters, and normally they start in January and in December, but some companies have some different ideas. But we can do that for our life. We can break down our life by quarters, and that allows us to break things into smaller chunks. So we can work the first quarter in the first 3 months, the second quarter, the next 3 months. And so we're going to break that down today and really help you get organized, because it is about structure. It is about planning. It is about focus. That's really what's going to get you over the top. Tuesday is our personal development day. We're going to have a goal review. Great time to do a goal review is every quarter, to look at where you're at and what's going on, and look at what are your objectives, what are your trajectories, what are your goals, and what are the things you're really looking to accomplish. On Wednesday is our metaphysical day. We like to get spiritual here and really get to that depth of knowledge, some esoteric wisdom. And we're going to talk about notes and patience on Wednesday. It's going to be a really good day to kind of understand this idea of patience and why some things take time and why some things happen rapidly. So it's a good day. Thursday, our business day, we're going to talk about new ideas, fresh ideas that help you get moving forward. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about financial investment. So we got a big week planned for this week, a lot of growth as we move into episode 1,400. But as we move into that, we want to really understand this idea of getting organized and using some type of structure. And like I said, here at Morning Coach, we really like the quarterly breakdown. It makes it simple, right? You can look at every quarter and say, okay, what is accomplished and what do I need to do? Where do I need to get better? And one of the tools that we use here at Morning Coach is the Morning Coach Life Wheel. And this is a life wheel that is in page 5 of the compass. Now, with the Morning Coach membership, we do an 8-page compass every day that's a workbook. And this workbook, it gives kind of a summary of the topics and some questions and some learning that you get every day. And literally, I have a life wheel in there. And this life wheel is very critical in our system because it gives you a feel of where you're at. It also gives you an indication that the system is working. So what I suggest is that every quarter you pull out a new life wheel and you put a date on it and you put where you're at and you compare it to the original life wheel. And it really gives you a good, kind of indicator. Okay, I'm growing in these areas and I'm not growing in these in other areas, and this is where I need to focus this quarter. So I love the life wheel, and in fact, we're working on some new technology. For those of you that are new to us, the Morning Coach is working on a new website. We're working hard on that diligently. We're going to be bringing some new tools in that are going to help a lot of people. Right now, the current website, which is on its third version, is kind of discombobulated. We've worked for years to get to this point, and we kept putting stuff into it. Now we're kind of going backwards. We're saying, okay, what's really working? And we're taking that over the next few months, and we're really working hard to get that in place. But for the meantime, paper and pencil works great for certain things like this. And I would suggest that you pull that life wheel, okay, print it out, and mark where you're at in each of those areas. Because then what we can do, and you're probably new if this is the first time you've watched this or listened to this, depending on if you're listening via iTunes or watching via YouTube, is that you need to, keep these kind of records so you can keep track of things. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that we go over this stuff over and over again. Because again, the reason that I started Morning Coach, for those of you that don't know, is that I couldn't find a system. I mean, I could find books, I could find CDs, I could find MP3s, I could find seminars. But when I got back from all that and I got that information, I couldn't find any place where I could get more consistent information to keep me moving forward. And a lot of times I fell down. And so I started to record my own notes and my own information so I could get that 30 minutes of positive personal development every day. And it was amazing what happened. I started to have success, massive success. And then I shared it with some friends and they started to have massive success. And then I started doing this on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. And then I started writing the Compass, and people around the world started to have wonderful success. We started to get a lot of members. We're in 100 plus countries now. And we're just really, really, really rocking and rolling. And that has to do with this system. Keep it simple, but get some consistent information over time. So the first thing is, today, I want you to look at the first quarter. So if you've been with me, look at that first quarter and say, where are you at? Did you hit some goals? The first quarter involved January. Did you set some New Year's resolutions? Did you hit those New Year's resolutions? Where are you at financially? Where are you at spiritually? Where are you at in your relationships? Are things working for you? Are they not working for you? Take a look at that life wheel. Print that out. Mark those things up so we can see exactly where you are. Of course, this is a feeling issue. It's like I feel this way, but that's sometimes the most important thing. So I really want you to look at that, okay? Because then what we're going to do is we're going to focus on growth in a few of those areas this next quarter. So what I suggest you do is print that out, get 3 to 6 areas we're going to work on, and then let's focus on working on putting some goals and objectives together. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on Tuesday, or depending on when you watch this, it'll be a different day of the week, but you can get the archives at Morning Coach, and that'll be up there on Tuesday. And what we're going to do then is we're going to set some goals with those objectives and then work towards that and progress to it. So it really works. That's what's so awesome about this system. It works from a practical standpoint in the fact that we are doing things that are very practical and work, goal setting, getting some things in order, doing some planning. And it also works in a very metaphysical sense because we hit the deeper esoteric clarity that's really important in gaining the lifestyle and the freedom that you want in life. So I want you to work on that. I want you to understand that structure. It's really important that you get some structure because many people are living their life really with a boat without a rudder. They're just kind of going from place to place. It amazes me. I think it's really amazing to me that a lot of people spend more time and energy on their wedding, which is one day, spend more money, more time, more planning than they do on their life. And that's an issue. And we wonder why people are not happy, why people aren't, achieving things. Well, because they don't have a system and they've never spent time on it. So this is your opportunity. Get involved with something like this that allows you to get the energy and then allows you to get the system in place. It works. It really does. It's a personal development platform, or as I like to call it, personal evolution that really works. And the reason it does is because it's simple. Let's work a little bit every day on us. And that's more than most people do. All right. So what we got to do is understand structure. We got to understand focus and goals because from the metaphysical perspective, all of a sudden we shift our focus. And remember, what you focus on expands. So when you start focusing on a particular area, all of a sudden you start to think about it, and we want to think positively about it. Obviously, it runs a little bit deeper than just thinking about it, but we want to start working on that area. So if it's wealth, we want to start working on that area. And in order to do that, we need some goals. We need some objectives in that area. Then we need to do some planning. And planning is a very important part of life. Again, a lot of people don't like to plan. But if you focus on planning, things will start to work out a little bit for you. So the first thing that I like to talk about is my planning. Now, I'm building some new tool sets on the morningcoach.com site. We got some tools in there now. I don't like them. They're not wonderful. I'm a very open person. That's how I am. And we build them up over time. And now I'm reconstructing them to work a lot easier. What I would suggest for people to do is this. Listen to Morning Coach 3 to 5 times a week. Okay, so you get this. And we have iPhone applications and Android applications so you can listen on your mobile device. Review that compass. Okay, and then organize yourself. So whether it's on the site, okay, which I don't use that much as far as the organizational system. I listen to CoachCast every day, and I read the compass every day. But you could look at some of that, okay, and then use your system. Now, personally, since I'm on YouTube today, I can show this. If you're listening to iTunes, you won't see it. One of the things I use is a black binder. This is a black binder that I use. I put my notes in here. I actually use a pencil. It's a mechanical pencil, an eraser, and I really like this for planning. I then transfer it into Evernote. It's one of the things I like to use to really organize. I also journal. Everybody says, JB, how do you journal? Well, this is my journal. I have a nice Mont Blanc pen here. I journal in here. I keep a lot of notes in there for planning and goals, and that really works for me. I also mind map. If you look here on the computer, I don't have it set up right now, but you can look. I'll switch cameras, but you can switch and see that I mind map on the computer. That helps me. Evernote helps me. I use my Mac Air here for a lot of things. You can see it here. It's a small computer. I'll reverse it and see it. I use that for a lot of things. So what my planning consists of handwriting things, mind mapping things, using Evernote, which is a free note-taking publication, and the Morning Coach website, which I'm rebuilding the tools because I really want to make them amazing. And once I have that in place, and like I said, tomorrow on Tuesday, we're going to go over goal setting a little bit deeper. We're going to continue to go over planning on Wednesday a lot deeper. Is once I have that in place, I have my focus, right? These are the areas I'm going to work on. I have my planning. That's the plan that I'm going to work on. And then it's just focusing on 1% a day. What am I growing? How can I grow 1% a day? It's not 1,000 times where a lot of people make a mistake. They're like, things aren't growing for me. Why aren't they growing for me? It's literally just focusing on 1% a day. And so all you do is take what you're trying to accomplish or take what you're looking to do and just focus on 1%. So if you're looking to get better with your financial situation and bring more money in, then just focus on that 1%. And if you do that today, I guarantee you can do something today. You could organize your checkbook. You could look for an opportunity. You could listen to Morning Coach, our financial Fridays. Fridays about abundance and prosperity. That will help you, okay? Look to improve 1% a day, and that's why this system's here. And that's what's going to help you move forward. It's really going to get you in a good place, and it's going to help you move on. So my suggestion to you is get that compass. Go up on the Morning Coach site. We have a 7-day free trial, okay? If you're listening to iTunes, I would like you to put in health. That way I know you listen to me here on iTunes, and you said, hey, JB, I'll come check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, go over there and put in health if you want. I'm not trying to cross-market here. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care. The community's growing so fast and so well because everybody's getting results. It is nice, though, if you're listening to iTunes from health because that's kind of been my indicator for a long time. And start this system. Start listening 3 to 5 times a week. 3 times is good. 4 times is better. 5 times is best. Read that compass and use some of the tools or break away and start using some notes that you can start to keep track of. And like I said, we're going to continue to make the site better, and we're going to continue to make those improvements because that's what it's about. We have our iPhone apps and we have our Android apps, so you can grab those and listen on the run, which I think is important. When you do video, the problem with video, and I'm here videoing this today, I'm asking you to commit time to look at me and watch me and kind of interact with me, where with audio, you can just take it with you. And so we have those platforms, and we're actually making those better. So it's all about improvement. We're trying to improve 1% a day, and that's what you should focus on. And if you do that, you're going to, really, really make some changes in your life. And again, it's about the focus. Just focus in on getting organized, okay? Getting organized. Keep it simple. Find a system that works, like morningcoach.com. Work a little bit every day. Listen to something positive, something different than you're getting in the normal news. I mean, if you're not where you want to be in your life, obviously something's not working, so shake it up a little bit. Get involved with something else. Listen to some different news. Get organized. Get a plan together. Every quarter review where you're at. Spend the time, like you would on a marriage, but on a wedding, but think about your life and just get organized a little bit, and we'll help guide you down that path. All right, so sending you a lot of love, sending you some great energy today. I would love to have you over at Morning Coach. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to get into goals, and we're going to keep working through this process. If you're listening to us on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it doesn't matter. Just jump in. We're getting ready to hit 1,400 of these. As you jump in, we continually give you fresh content. This isn't a book that was written 20 years ago. This is the latest in human potential and human performance. So every day you're getting something new that's going to help you. So literally just jump in, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just start listening tomorrow, whatever day it is, and just get in there with us because we're going to keep bringing you amazing information. Don't forget to do that Morning Coach Life Wheel on page 5 of the compass today. It will help you kind of get some organization. And really, it's a proof. I want you to have that proof that, like I tell everybody, if you get in this, give it a year. Do it every day, 3 to 5 times. You miss a little bit, that's okay. We'll be here. And then in a year from now, write in your journal where you're at now, and then write me an email, and tell me where you're at, from where you started and where you're at. If you do this consistently, it's amazing. It will literally change your life. So get out there, have a great one, put some great energy out there. For those of you coming over, get to morningcoach.com, put in a call to health. For everybody else, hey, I'll be back here next week. Keep moving forward, keep putting energy out there, and just have a phenomenal day. That's what it's about. Thank you so much for being with me here at morningcoach.com.